Due to the COVID-19 outbreak in Jamaica, the Ministry of Health took the decision to cancel this year's sitting of the Grade 6 Performance Task and curriculum-based tests of the Primary Exit Profile, P.E.P.
The computation of the placement scores for this year, therefore, comprised 7 tests: Grade 4 Literacy, Grade 4 Numeracy, Grade 5 P.E.P Performance Task, Mathematics, Grade 5 P.E.P Performance Task in Science, Grade 5 P.E.P Performance Task in Social Studies, Grade 5 P.E.P Performance Task in Language Arts, and Grade 6 Abilities Test. The work that they did in Grade 4 and the assessment of Grade 4, we attributed 30% to that. Grade 5, we attributed 20% to that, and Grade 6, 50%.
39,689 students registered to sit the Grade 6 P.E.P exams this year.
Of the 39,689 students, 38,918 were deemed to be eligible to move on to high school and were placed accordingly. 100% of the students were placed in high schools. 16% of students were placed in secondary level schools that are in close proximity to the schools that they currently attend. 80%, or 31,017 of the students, were placed in one of their preferred schools. A further 4%, or 1,606 students, were placed manually in secondary level schools in proximity to the addresses that they submitted at registration. 525 students, or 1%, were placed in private schools this year. 38,393, or 99%, were placed in public schools. As we adhere to this physical distancing guideline, the ministry is guided by the opinions and the suggestions of the Ministry of Health, with whom we have been collaborating extensively. A deliberate attempt was made to reduce the number of spaces allocated in our public school system. The ministry, through a memorandum of understanding, has engaged the services of 25 private high schools in accommodating grade 7 students for September 2020.
The Education Minister says 49 students with special needs registered for the exams, and all were placed in high schools. The same was the case for those P.E.P students who are beneficiaries under the Program of Advancement through Health and Education, PATH.
84% of those students, I'm happy to say, on the program, which is a program of advancement through health and education, PATH, were placed in the schools of their choice. 12% were placed by proximity, that is, your proximity to where the school is from where you live, and 4% were manually placed.
All students were placed at the various high schools based on 4 proficiency levels, namely beginning, developing, proficient, and highly proficient.
In both 2019 and 2020, 60% of the population represents a national average. The results from students' performance in grade 5 in 2019 show that more than 50% of all the students are at the proficiency and highly proficient level across the social studies and languages section. 45 to 49 of all students were proficient and highly proficient in maths and science. It should be noted that even though the tests and components used for this year are different, the mechanism used to place students remains the same. The fundamental mechanism remains the same. We are confident that even in this unprecedented COVID-19 crisis, the grades used to place students this year are fair, they are valid, and they are reliable, reflecting a consistent distribution.
A small percentage of students were not able to sit the exams this year, as a result of health or economic circumstances, but the ministry says they will not be neglected.
There will be a statistical model that will be prepared to accommodate them so that we will be in a position to place them appropriately. They are not going to be left out of the system. This is a very, very important occasion for Jamaica. It is the first time that we are experiencing this kind of situation. It has been extremely challenging. I am very, very, very proud. I cannot tell you how proud I am of the experts, the committed teachers who have brought us through a very challenging period.